Hi guys, it's Jessica here for a little wine and dollies sort of dolly chat. Not wine so much because I can't drink alcohol, but this is my favorite ginger ale, Cock and Bull, which a lot of people use as a mixer. But it's a very strong ginger flavored ginger ale with real ginger. So very good. I really like it a lot. But I wanted to share a few things with you and talk about some fun upcoming dolly things. I haven't really completed a lot of projects or anything. Been working in my dolly journal. Been working in that a little bit. So just drawing, doing a lot of watercolor pages when I'm really can't be, when it's like the limits of my abilities because I'm too tired. I did this drawing last weekend sometime, and this was a drawing that I did over one of the watercolor wash pages, and it's colored pencils and Copic liners and gel pens, and this is old school Hurlet and DeHern in their old forms. So just something that was kind of like easy for me to draw because it was something that I had drawn so many times, so it wasn't very stressful or anything to draw that. Low key. DeHern's Masterpiece Eyes came in, and I am really pleased with them actually. They are made of soft glass, which is silicone actually, so medical grade silicone is what their website says. And I've gotten him some, let's see if I can, they're actually not showing up too bad. So they're kind of squishy, which is they're squishy, which is they're firm, but they are a little bit squishy. And what's nice about that is that you can like squish them into the eye well, and I can change his glances, you know, like different ways around. And you know, if they have any bit of dome, like if they're glass or urethane, you're gonna have all this gapping. But I can glance his eyes really far up, and don't have that kind of gapping because the eyes kind of squish in, which is, so I'm liking these. I've really been happy with these. I like the look that they give him. I think that he has a much softer and more real kind of look to him, is what I would say. The ones I had in him were ones that I had made that had a red jewel, and so there wasn't really a lot of distinction between his red iris and his pupil, and it was reflective, and it just wasn't, it was kind of like sparkly eyes, and that wasn't exactly what I had in mind for him. So I'm really happy with how he's looking with these eyes. I also wanted to show this super nice shirt that I got from Aristocat's Etsy, and I don't know if she has any more available on her shop. She had made a bunch of shirts, similar style, different prints, and I don't know how many are left, but if you have a chance, I hope I don't have to record just 2 minutes at a time. I just got cut off again. I deleted a bunch of stuff off my phone, and this weekend I am going to get all the photos off of there. I'm going to finally do it. It's like 8 years worth of photos. I'm going to get them all off so that my phone can record videos longer than 2 minutes. But what I was saying is that if you have an opportunity to get any of these shirts or anything made by Aristocat, I highly recommend it. And I'll try to remember to leave a link to her Etsy shop below so you can check her out. Please forgive me if I repeat myself. because I've shot parts of this over and over so many times because my phone keeps messing up. So if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. What can I say? But I wanted to spend some time talking about some of the incoming dolls that I have. I'm just going to hold him for a while. He's very cuddleable, very cuddly doll. So what do I have incoming? I sold, I had some sales, some doll sales from Blythe, some ball jointed dolls, and I just missed it. I had just gotten home like a half an hour, so this is what a missed package notice. The package that was supposed to be coming in today is the trade. I haven't sent my half yet. They were very kind to send their half first. They are sending, it's 2 lily cats, 2 MSD lily cats, a blue Ninon on the classic 2 body, so not the cartoon body Ninon, not that teal colored Ninon, it's the lighter blue. I think it's the same light blue that my ombre was. It's that light blue, and she was she's coming with the default face up. Yeah, the Ninon. She's a blue Ninon. She's coming with the default face up, and she has a an outfit. She comes with a complete outfit. I do remember that one when it was offered. It's a Venetia, if I'm saying her name right. She's the Polish seamstress that does a lot of, she does these outfit sets, and I commissioned her to make one for Danu, my Doll Chateau Christina. So I like her work a lot. The other lily cat is a Lilas, which I'm really happy and excited to get, because that was probably the MSD lily cat sculpt I really was sad that I missed out on. So I'm really happy about both of these girls coming in. I traded two of my Blythe dolls for these lily cats. So hopefully I can pick them up tomorrow. I'm gonna try to hit the post office before work in the morning. Otherwise, I'll have to wait until Saturday to pick them up. So, so that's pretty exciting. The other dolls that are coming or will be coming shortly is I have a secondhand Mary Doll Round Olaf. In cookie skin. So this is one from the last pre-order. So this was on the old stockier body, not the new released one. And that was something that I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with her new body. I'm seeing the pictures of the new body, and it's really beautiful. I think it's really beautiful, but it just wasn't what I had in mind for. So the I think it's Korambai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's her original. It's Mary Doll Round's original doll body that she made. It's very stocky, and it fits the character idea that I have more closely, and so I decided to go with the second-hand doll on the older body instead of going in for the Petrichor pre-order. I also had kind of a bit of an opportunity to potentially purchase the one that she had done a face-up on. She was going to have a cookie skin Olaf at L-Doll on the new Petrichor body. And I have a friend who's going there and had offered to beat somebody up for the doll. Not really, but she could have picked up the doll for me and sent it to me. And that was super tempting. I really was like, but I ultimately decided, you know, it's like what I had in mind for the character was this original body, the more stocky body, which is still very beautiful. It's still a very beautiful body. But when I originally saw Merry Doll Round, and I think I saw this on Flickr, and not Instagram. I think it was on Flickr when I first saw it, and it was a picture of her holding up this when she was working on the Olaf sculpt, and it was a profile of a Native American woman, and she was showing it up, comparing, and that was like her inspiration. Then I kind of right then was like, that's a doll I'm really interested in, that it's actually inspired by Native American ethnic features. And so that was really, really appealing to me, because the character that I have in mind is a Native American inspired character. And I have to say that I've had a bit of trepidation about shelling this character or trying to portray this character, and that has to do with cultural sensitivity issues. You know, cultural appropriation is kind of a term that gets thrown around a lot now, and I think there's good and bad parts to that, because I do think that sometimes, and a lot of times that Western culture is very, very, it appropriates things from cultures that it's kind of had power over, is what I would say. And I guess that's where I consider it a point of issue. I really, really have a lot of sensitivity about that, and so this is a character idea and that I've had for a very, very long time, but have not wanted to tackle from fear of not doing it correctly, basically, and offending somebody. Definitely afraid of offending somebody, because I don't want to do that. But that's a whole nother topic, I guess. So again, I really want to do this as respectfully as I can. The other thing that I do though is that in my characters and in my stories, what I do is I appropriate mythology and I put a new twist on it, or basically make it into a character that fits in a story. So there are some people that would label that appropriation, and I can kind of see where they might be coming from there with some of those things, but I don't know. I think that we can both cross lines in both ways. So again, I really hope that I don't offend anybody with this. And I am going to try to be as respectful as I can. But the character idea, perhaps I'll talk about that a little bit. The character idea for her is that she's going to be, her name is Caribou Woman. She might end up with a name, but that is who she is. She's Caribou Woman, which is based on the mythology, the Inuit mythology of Caribou Man. And basically the premise is that he is a spirit or a god, or however you want to label these sorts of deities, and was responsible for letting the caribou come and be hunted, and the Inuit people would give thanks to Caribou Man and thanks to the caribou for giving their lives for their lives, essentially. So He was a very important figure. But this is not, I'm not strictly basing this character on Caribou Man. There's also going to be a little bit of Deer Woman in this the mythology behind this character, and Deer Woman is a different type of entity from, I would say, tribes in the lower portion of North America. So and the Deer Woman sort of mythology covers across several different tribes and a few different connotations. But Deer Woman is essentially, I guess I would best label her as almost kind of like a siren. But the things that I liked about the mythology is that it had a lot of things in common with fairies, being that that it's a trickster type of thing where they are trying to fool or manipulate humanity. So Deer Woman, one of the things that she did was that she would lure men off of the trail, basically, and they would stay with her and basically die, you know, because they wouldn't take care of things they needed to do, like eat and drink and, you know, and to survive in the weather and everything. So that was kind of the idea behind her. And I have a kind of a similar theme that goes on with the Lurulans, which is a fairy race that I created that based on fairy lore. And one of the things that they do is they lure hunters into a non-ending chase. So which I made as part of the Wild Hunt mythology, which has mythology in Celtic and Norse mythology, Germanic. So there's lots of different tie-ins there, and I'm excited to be bringing Caribou Woman home because she is an important component of my story. She is a tie between basically the European components of my story and the mythology there and the North American parts. And I don't know if I don't blatantly point out those things. Maybe some people have caught on or see those things. I don't know how obvious those things are, but this was something that was needed. She was a character that I was feeling more and more that I wanted her here, and that this sculpt she was the perfect sculpt for this. And then this opportunity came up for me to get her, because I was going to compromise. I was going to get her on the petrichor body when she did this pre-order, but then I found this secondhand one that was available on the older body, the stockier one, and so I took advantage of that opportunity. So that doll will probably be home within the week. I would imagine. She hasn't been mailed yet, but she's coming from within the state, so I'd be surprised if she wasn't here within the week. The other doll, which I'm finally gonna fess up to, and I think I did talk about it. I can't even remember what secrets I keep and which I don't anymore, so forgive me. But Venito, the timeless body, casted by Dolls Wol. Dolls Wol didn't make the sculpt, but they casted the Venito. So that's something that should be maybe within the month, I would say, that he will probably be home. And he is going to be my attempt. I've had so many attempts at shelling Amergen, who is Alondria's husband, who has been lost for a long, long time, and Danu has been looking for. So he is going to be my Amergen. That's what I'm hoping. he seems perfect to me. Like, you know, when the opportunity came for me to get this sculpt, which has been a grail sculpt and one that I've wanted for a really long time too. And finally an opportunity came up where I was able to get him. So he will hopefully fit the idea that I have for him. Fingers crossed, fingers and toes, because he seems to, I don't know, like it just doesn't seem to work out the ideas that I have in mind for him. So, so hopefully that will be that. And I said he should be here within the month. He's going to be completely blank, so completely blank canvas, and he's in Oriental skin, Dollies Oriental skin, and the Olaf has a is coming with a face up, and her face up is very, very beautiful, and it's by a pretty popular, expensive face up artist, but it's not what I have. I wish that she was coming blank so that I wouldn't worry about messing up, you know, what's been done. So I will probably, once I get brave enough to the point where I will go over, there's several dolls who have beautiful face ups, but they're not the face that I want for them, and I just, it's time and motivation and energy all coinciding at the same time. But someday when those things happen, I will get through these projects. But she will end up, Caribou Woman she will get her face up adjusted to more closely match what I have in mind for her character wise. So I think, let's see, let me take a sip of my drink and think, oh, there is one more thing. So, I got the Seed Dolls Peabody head, which I love that doll. I love him. I put him on the Dolls body with the extra joints, and the kid body with the extra joints, I should say. So it's an MSD body. So the pre-order is open, and if I can remember here, let me get my page to open up, for her latest sculpt, for Seed Dolls' latest sculpt, and it's on her Etsy right now, which is Armelia. I'll put a link, but Wol is the name of this head. It's an MSD sculpt, and it's W-O-L. So I'm pronouncing that Wol. And she has a pre-order up right now. The heads are being cast by Haru Casting, and so far the colors that I've seen them be available in are like a white skin, like a normal skin, whatever they're calling it, and tan. And I ordered mine in tan. Let's see, where did it go? Here it is. Here, let me open. Let's see what colors. Peach, white, and tan. And those are the colors that are available. You can also get a artist cast. And I don't know if you're familiar with Seed Dolls. She does all of those little birds. That seems like it to be the most kind of thing that she does lately, is do these little castings of these little cute birds with different colors of resin, but you can get an artist cast of the sculpt, and she has it up, and I'll try to flash a picture up here or something, so editing software, I'm not good at that stuff, but the artist cast that she has up on her Etsy, that's not the one that's for sale, but you can tell her what colors you want, and I mean, you can tell, I mean, it's just like a haphazard thing. I think, you know, she pours them in there and stuff. But the one that she has, it's so beautiful. If I could get that one, that's the one that I fell in love with. I would love to have that one. But I'm going to get mine in tan. And eventually I want to get her a DC, a Doll Chateau girl body with the extra joints. So there's either the kid body, or there's like the next one up, which I think was like the Bella body, They have names that are like numbers and stuff, and I can never remember those. But I do want to eventually get her that body in tan skin, which will mean a long wait, because I think what I heard when I asked Mint on Card about it, like how long are Doll Chateau orders taking, and they were saying on average it's been taking about 4 months for Doll Chateau orders to come in. So, and it's gonna have to wait. That's gonna have to wait for me to order that body. I need to wait till next year. That's what I need to do. We'll see if I hold out and wait that long. It's not an emergency. I mean, I'm getting the head now because this is the pre-order. So it's not like I have a character idea, or that this is a character like Caribou Woman and Amergen are important characters. This doesn't have a character. She's just a really pretty head that I only got interested in because I got this other, because I got the other Seed Dolls Peabody head, which that was this kind of this thing that I got the head for like $35 and just like, oh, I'll get that, and ended up really loving it. So it's more of that sort of the impulse buy stuff. But so I can take my time with that. There's no rush. So, okay, this is pretty long. I thought I might blab about some other topics, but maybe I'll do that in another video another time. But it's getting kind of late. I had problems with my camera, and so it's gotten kind of late. I need to make some dinner. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you are having a good week. Tomorrow is Friday, and I actually have the weekend off, so yay! I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.